my kits and kittens, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vanny. In this video I will show you how I patterned out and furred Lyra's head base. We will first start with laying down the duct tape. This foam didn't stick to the tape too much, so I didn't have to do a layer of saran wrap. If your head is symmetrical, you're going to do half the head. Since one of the ears is gauged, I decided to do the full head. Now we will look back at our reference sheet and take note of any markings. I found it easier to draw out the markings before I draw where I'll cut the tape. First, I mark out the eyebrows and the stripe down the muzzle. The ears are basically three parts: the inner ear, the outer ear, and the back. Then I draw out the mohawk. I then initial which color fur will be used in each section. I use different color markers to help pattern out. I use black for the outlines and a color marker for fur direction. It is important to remember the correct fur direction. Fur will start from the nose and move towards the extremities. After everything is marked, you will then begin cutting out the pattern. The next day I started on the nose. I wanted a small, pickable style to hold the septum ring in place. As you can see, I also marked out the foam where each piece will sit on the seam. I hot glued the inner nose fabric in place and then trimmed the excess. I then patterned out 2 pieces for the front and top of the nose, and sewn the borders together. Sewing the nose, you only want to sew the top and bottom, leaving the nostrils open. This will create a channel for the septum. Now for the fur. Lay all the same color pattern pieces down. Please take note of fur direction. For any mirrored pieces, I mark with an X. After all of the accent pieces are cut out, it is time to start sewing them together. On really curvy or tricky parts, I hand sew them together with a blanket stitch. Long straight lines are sewn on the machine. Patterns can get a little crazy. As you can see, just one ear has 6 pieces. I make sure to take my time pinning the ears together and pushing the fur out of the seam. For the inner ears, I lined with silver meat. I found it easier to hot glue these in place before I sew the rest of the ears to them. majority of the head is sewn, it is now time to glue down the fur to the foam. I made sure to leave open behind the cheeks and around the ears so I could sew those later. I wanted to make sure everything was centered, so I started with the bridge of the muzzle. I used a generous amount of hot glue and waited for it to cool down completely before moving to each section. For the gluing process, you want to start from the center and work your way out. Areas I did not glue down was the back of the head. I found it easier and more to my liking to leave it open for cleaning. I gave her a trim with pet shears. I found it a little tricky to trim her down, so I did this off camera. After adding her piercing, she's all finished. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you again soon.